Good evening, everyone. This is the Select Board Water Commissioner meeting for April 10th of 2023. I'll read the agenda for tonight. Under new business, we have Jessica Bernauer here for water application. We need to appoint Diane Crane to the Planning Commission, reappoint Pierre Parrott to the Planning Commission and DRB, approve a liquor and tobacco license for Sheldon Mini Mart, review and approve our purchasing policy, sign fleet permits, sign warrants, and approve the previous meeting minutes. Under old business, we still got the water line on Crow Hill, and that's, I guess we got some bids there. Where do you want to start? You want to start with the water application or the water line stuff?
I don't care. They're kind of one and the same right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they both kind of go together. Can't approve a water connection if we don't have water up there.
Have you looked at these yet? So what do you guys, you want to talk about this first? The engineering, the design of it?
Yeah. Sounds like it's just a pipe size issue, right?
From both of them,
Yeah, it's not the pump.
The pump can stay for both. Just a matter of picking who.
Yeah. How quick are you looking for the hookup? Is that something this summer or this fall? Or
Well, by fall,
by fall?
yeah.
By September, you have to have it.
Yeah. That's our main timeline, is to be in by September.
Yeah.
So,
That's when you, to have your closing, you want.
yeah, I think it was 365 days a year, right?
I think
That we had to be living in the house.
The problem with that though, I don't think the pipe is available in 5 months.
Didn't look like the permitting was gonna be allowed either, was it, for this year? Somewhere.
We got a couple quotes on the water line that comes in here.
No, it's just saying for, before the end of the year, getting, you need to get the project done.
I think one of the things that we were looking at is that water line would go to the top of the hill, but that reroad's a private drive, right? That's all
Take
private.
it from there out.
There, that would, you can get right of ways to get down through there. So you're just looking for a
Upsize from where it is now
Yeah.
to Steve Nichols. Because there's 3 houses on 1 inch now, right? I think. They barely get pressure right there. Stevie and Mark and Rose, they don't really get pressure.
Mark doesn't have water.
Oh, he doesn't have it yet?
No.
So they just stopped it on his lawn then?
Gross has it.
Okay, but he didn't hook it up? Okay.
I didn't see where it said the pipe would be along lead.
The what?
I didn't see where that was,
What?
that the pipe was gonna be along this lead item.
What was that, 2-inch CTS up to use? The blue stuff?
It's 13 4-inch.
4-inch.
Yeah. To get enough water up there.
That's what they came, is there 2 in front of Tori's or is it 4 from there up through? I thought it was 2 all the way through there.
No, it's gonna be 4 all the way from,
Yeah,
They're both up.
that's the problem, they don't have enough pressure up there.
so they're gonna
Is that
go,
the pump house then?
yeah,
Yeah.
so 4 from the pump house all the way
Okay,
up.
okay, that's fine.
And I believe everybody on Reed Road wants to join as well.
Well, the good thing is we don't have to buy pumps, both of them are saying that, so
Yeah.
it's just a matter of if we can get the pipe.
I think you could get a pipe.
So, say we can't get it by September, what's that do to you?
Well, I mean,
I know what it is, but like
Yeah.
what?
we would have to,
Drill, I would drill up.
yeah. But I know that, like Justin, I think he has a spring, I know his went dry. And I know Raymond's went dry too, which is why they want to connect. So I feel like if we spend all this money to drill a well, and we drill it for however much it costs, and it lasts for a year, then it's kind of a waste of our money. And having 2 young kids, I kind of need water.
So how do you do that if you have multiple houses on that private drive, though?
Hubert said that the town would have to take it over, it'd have to be to town specs, and then town would take over that pipe. And they would be,
That's what I
each
thought.
house would be a hookup,
Yeah.
because that's what you did.
And we'd have to get it right away through the, or on.
I don't know about the right-of-way stuff, but the town would have to take it over, because it would be the town's infrastructure then.
I'm sure we have some kind of easement to fix it.
Or, yeah, that's on an easement, or to be able to go down Reed Road to get to all these houses, I mean, so.
I think we've already got a 40-foot right away down through there, I believe.
Yeah,
I'm
For
pretty sure.
utilities, yes.
so there's room to put it in that.
Oh, yes. Between there, like Raymond's, well, Ralph Raymond's the only one, the rest of them are all relatives, so.
So that wouldn't be a problem then, by the
Sure.
sounds.
So I just looked at the deed the other day, I think it said 40 feet.
It's 40 feet for utilities.
Is that from Crow Hill?
Yes.
It was from
Yeah.
Crow Hill. Because that was another question you were had, as if it was just from where Donald's driveway started,
No, it's
or
for
it's the whole
Yeah,
road.
it's the whole thing, yeah. Because once we get to Raymond's, it doesn't matter, because it's our property and what's through there. Just that corner.
So that's saying that you guys would do all the digging and everything at that point, or no? We still
Just
would?
take it over.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem with that. If it's our pipe.
It's kind of like the trailer park right now. I mean, we have an easement to fix, because we did go and fix it.
So would that need to be a 4-inch down through there too, or? Probably not, I don't know.
I would
It's just that,
To fit
getting
a
enough
couple
volume up to
houses.
the top of the hill.
Right.
I would think that if one's going down Reed Road, you could go to 2. I would think.
Just what are most of the houses coming off that?
I'd say whether
Just
we had 3/4
inch.
Either 1
circles.
inch or 3/4, like.
And I'm sure the engineer will probably do it up.
Yeah,
Would that go to Donald's house too, with water?
No, he doesn't want,
That's one.
he's already got the well.
Which one have we used before? The Eastern or the other one?
We're using Eastern for the hill project, and Robert is with the other one. He was the project manager when the pump station went in, the reservoir went in.
Did both of them say that they would name, or did they say anything about that?
Did they say what?
They would do the bid process and all that?
I think Robert said something about permitting with the state, but I'm not sure about the other one.
Because they're both about the same. Yeah, when you add it all up, they're both about the same. It's just a matter of who we want to use. So you'd have 4 hookups potentially on Reed Road, right? 4.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's the fourth?
I don't
New
know their
neighbor.
names, the new neighbors.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Two neighbors.
do they have a well now?
I think so.
They do, yeah.
Sell water, I guess, so. What do you guys wanna do? See if we can get,
On the second page, there's a spot where it looks like they said they won't be able to get the permitting for this year. I'm not sure if and that's through the state of Vermont.
Maybe we can get
It's like the third paragraph down.
says if you need to do this project by the end of this year, utilize funds that are proceeding fairly quickly. It says if they're designing new or upgrading the pumps and pressure systems, there's no way they get the permit through this year. Pipe it thinks he can. It would be just upgrading the pipe. It seems like that would be that big of a deal. I guess we can find out, huh?
Do you know how much of a bond we have with the state right now on the existing water project?
Do we have the town report in here? Right now it's $1,057,000.
expensive.
We're getting that total there. If we got,
Okay, whoops.
get your permits and your fees and your,
Yeah.
just get what you got through there. Just went up there, a couple spots in there.
And right below Stevie's where we had much.
Yeah, those are that. Use less. He's the one that designed that over there, right? This one is Robert.
Yeah, he worked for Phelps when they did the big one.
I mean, that's real money.
Oh, yeah.
I'm fine with going with Robert. Otter Creek Engineering.
Alright,
As long as we can, the biggest thing is if we can hopefully try to meet their deadline.
yeah, I
And
guess that'd be the first thing to do, is ask
See-
him if he can get the permits and thinks he can get it done before the end of the
And,
year.
and we might be able to get a variance from the state, you know, like, maybe, you know, we'll have to see, but see if we can even get it to happen for this year in the time we want it for.
I mean, it's really not a redesign, it's just upgrading the pipe. We're going the same place we were, we're just going from that old pipe to a bigger pipe.
We're not changing the pumps, so the pumps have to lead time, it would be the pipe. And if the pipe's a lead time item, we could always try to purchase the pipe and not put that in the bid package, you know. We could purchase it beforehand and that way it's purchased now and not waiting until later. If that's the longest lead item that we have to wait for.
Somehow you'll probably have to have temporary water too to supply up the hill where that's being replaced, so that might be a little bit of a,
Or we can try to minimize the turnover, you know, not run it up and not affect the existing until the absolutely have to, you know, if we have to only do a day turn off, or 2 days or something like that, turn off instead of weeks.
Well, so you're gonna make a motion or?
Yep, I'll make a motion to go with Otter Creek Engineering and then have them work on the permitting to see if we can get it through by the September, I don't really like the word deadline, but September hopefulness. Time frame. Yeah, time frame.
Okay. I'll get a second on that.
A second.
Alright, all in favor of that?
Motion.
Aye, opposed? I guess the first thing to do is have you work. Get after him, see if you can get that permit going.
And see if that we can even get it done in the time that they would like.
And that was September.
September.
Yeah.
August. You know where I was late.
And then ask if what there is for the longest lead items from the engineer.
So do you have an estimated timeline of when you'll know if they're gonna be able to do it or not? Just so I can get the approval or denial, so we can keep septic going and keep things rolling.
When did Huber get this stuff back?
When did you get it back?
Yeah, did you get it a week from them?
April 7th, they got it Friday.
It's about 2
And
weeks.
this one was April 5th, he got it. I guess
A week and a half.
he can get a hold of.
maybe there's a contracts or two.
He should get a pretty good idea this week if he talks to that Robert Clark, and, I mean, I think he would know if he,
Well, it's definitely saying 2 weeks, but maybe in a week. I
Okay,
think,
yeah, that's
like, I would think that, you know, once he starts asking questions and putting the urgency on it,
Yeah.
but
Right,
now we're gonna start dealing with the state, so
yes. Okay,
hold your horses.
okay.
so I guess we'll wait on your application until we
Right.
can make sure we can get
Yeah.
your water up there before we
Yep,
do anything like that, but
okay, sounds good.
we'll do our best to see what we can do to get it up there.
Perfect, I appreciate it.
Um, yeah. We'll keep in touch, and, like I said, Hubert should hear something probably this week. I mean, I think that Robert Clark would have a good idea whether it's gonna, you know, how long stuff's gonna take. Give us a rough idea anyways.
Yep.
We'll go from there.
Okay, perfect.
All right.
Oh, sounds good.
Thank you guys, appreciate it too.
Thank you.
Nancy, you hear from the planning commission?
Yes, sir. Planning and the DVR, we'd like to put Pierre Parent back on both, and we'd like to add Diane Crane onto the planning board.
Okay. Pierre's interested in staying on?
As of the moment, yes.
Okay. So I'll take a motion to accept Pierre Parent back into reappoint him into the planning commission and the DRB board.
I'll make a motion.
All right, and second on that.
I'll second that.
Do we have anybody else that we know that's interested in that position? All right, all in favor of Pierre going back on the planning commission to the DRB board?
Aye.
Opposed? And we have another appointment to make for Diane Crane to the planning commission. She's interested in that spot though.
Yes. She's also on the DRB, and she mentioned it the other night that she'd like to join the planning board as well, because we've been down a member for quite a while,
Okay,
so.
so you're gonna have everybody that's on the DRB is gonna be on the
It
planning?
almost seems that way, except like,
Yeah,
there's Peter's not, so
yeah.
that's the way
They
it's
do
been.
two different duties, I guess, so
Yeah.
it's. All right, motion to accept Diane Crane into the planning commission.
I'll make that motion.
All right, second on that.
I'll second that.
Is there anybody else that you know of?
I just figured you like speaking, so.
I'm looking forward to see if you're saying anything.
All right, I'll take, all those in favor of appointing Diane Crane to the planning commission.
Aye.
By saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. That's that.
That's it.
Anything else we can do, Maria?
Nope, that's it until the next meeting, and we'll have some other things for you,
All right.
so.
Maybe, sorry, Paul, I'll call you later. Okay, is, regional planning started working on the plan?
We started, we reviewed, we met with Northwest Regional. They're agreed to help us. They're getting a contract together so we can submit it to the board
Okay.
because of all the language and
Yeah,
the renewable energy this year is new for us because in our old planning, we don't have a lot in there about solar and things like that. So we asked Fairfield, they just did theirs. And Dimitri came and they talked to us and explained it to us. So there's a lot of things like that around that we don't really have a lot of knowledge on. So the Northwest Regional Planning Board is gonna come to help us with that. They're gonna draw up a contract and submit it to you guys. We met at Jolly's Friday. with a couple of the executors that run it, because we're still trying to connect to Sheldon with the sidewalks. And we want it to go, it's going to be like a V from the rail trail, hopefully up Mill Street, but down 105. And we'd like to change the crosswalk in there. That's another discussion coming up to see with you guys, because there's something about the school maybe changing their parking and their things. There's a lot of kids riding bikes and there's no sidewalks for the safety around the students in the school. So that's a big concern of everyone down there with all the kids walking and biking, and the rail trail now is all connected. So there'll be a lot of bikes and stuff, and so we're looking at that still.
Yeah.
We met with them and they, discussed, we talked about curb cuts and things like that. And they have some concerns about their 18-wheelers and their delivery trucks, and so they have some ideas too. So they're gonna meet with all of us again, and they're gonna propose what they think, and then we're just gonna talk about it, and then we'll have to come to the board for some stuff, so.
Okay.
That's about it,
All right.
so.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, thank you guys,
Yeah, thank
have a
you.
good evening.
You too.
I'm not sure what that is.
What's that?
I'm not sure what that is.
Liquor license,
Oh.
so
Yeah.
there's no place for us to sign that?
No, you just have to approve.
Oh,
It's all done on computer now.
so, I need to approve a liquor license and tobacco license for Sheldon Mini Mart. I have a motion to approve that.
I'll make the motion.
Make it in the minutes. What's that? You gotta make sure you're in the minutes.
Can I get a second on that?
Second.
Is there any discussion on this? No?
No.
All right.
No.
All those in favor?
Yeah.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Alright, that's done. Can type this up, purchasing policy, if you guys don't pass that around, read it, we'll start signing as we go here, and then we can go back to that purchasing policy after everybody's read it. And I'll read the minutes from the previous meeting. Had a select board water commissioner meeting here, March 27th at 7:30. Present was Stephen Dodd, Seth Hungerford, David Fluitt, Nick Norris, Rick Piazmi, Kim Dufresne, and Hubert Spalding. I opened the meeting at 7:30 and read the agenda. The board discussed with Hubert extending the water line on Crow Hill. Pumps would need to be upsized and the line from the pump house to up Crow Hill would need to be replaced. The board asked Hubert to get 2 quotes for replacing the line and pumps. Hubert also discussed the sewer line in Sheldon Springs. There are 2 areas, Mill Street and Shawville Road, that need lines replaced. The board asked for 2 quotes to replace the sewer lines. Board approved the bid from New Car Ford for $65,905 for cab and chassis to replace the 2015 utility truck. The equipment package, the box, the sander, and the plow will be decided later. Board approved the use of the boardroom for a meeting for the Girl Scouts. Board appointed Jacob Kane to the Northwest Communication Union District. Signed a grant agreement for the scoping feasibility study for Grist Mill Park. Signed some warrants, signed fleet permits. I read the meeting minutes from March 13th. Make motion to accept as read, seconded by David, and all in favor. 8:30, David motion to go into executive session, seconded by Rick, and all in favor. Discuss raises, the board approved $1 an hour. Increases for town clerk and assistants, chief water, wastewater operator, where are we here? Okay, so yeah, we approved $1 an hour increases for the town clerk and assistants and the chief wastewater operator. Annual race for the highway was tabled for now, get back to that here. 9:45, Seth motion to adjourn, seconded by David, all in favor. Make a motion to accept these minutes as read.
I'll make the motion.
Alright, second on that.
Yeah, I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Think we're good. This updated sheet for Northwest Regional Planning just needs me to sign it, and
I think he's,
it
yes.
needs to be in
Yes.
the minute.
All the addresses are updated.
Moved up the burn and went around that. Burning lot stuff.
He called me today, but I was not available. He's one of my first calls.
Is there something we need to do on this opioid settlement thing?
I filed.
You've already filed it? Okay. Perfect. So we need a tree warden.
I think it's just the select board.
What's that?
I think it's the select board.
Collective select board.
What? A tree board? No, I haven't remembered this discussion.
Yeah, we've done this before.
Yeah. We're gonna make Nick the tree warden. Not a tree warden.
What are the other ones that were there in the statutes? Like a fence, fence what?
Fence viewer?
Fence, yeah.
Overseer of fences. Yeah, fence viewer. It sounds like the city accepted you as the town health officer, right? Yeah, you got it, congratulations.
And the certificate.
Oh.
Put that on your fridge.
That's yours. Take one there.
He hasn't done that one yet.
Corrections, let me know.
state permit for that. So we'll decide to get theirs in at once. We'll make sure we go into executive at the end.
You want?
I'd like to go into executive at the end if we can.
Okay. If you make that motion, probably do that.
I just wanted to make sure I said it before I forgot.
Is that what I was? Yeah. Have we heard anything from the new sheriff's department on whether they're doing any patrols or not, or interested in any contracts? You haven't heard anything? Kim, you haven't heard anything?
I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Alright, so
Sometimes it's out there.
There, so everything's signed by the majority here, and you guys will, motion to go into executive session, huh?
Do we need to do anything with this tonight?
Yeah. We're gonna approve it.
Okay.
Everybody signed it.
Good.
I didn't see anything that I didn't like about it. Who's making that motion?
Sure, I'll make that motion.
A second.
So we have a motion to go into executive session to, talk about personnel. And then at the end of executive session, we will adjourn for the evening. I need a second on that motion.
Did you get this motion?
I did.
What do we need to approve that or just sign it?
You need to accept it and
Okay, okay.
Signing is
Well, hold up on the,
I'll make a motion to approve the purchasing policy for the town of Sheldon.
okay. I got a second on that?
I'll second that.
All right, all in favor of approving that?
I thought,
Aye.
I thought Rick seconds the other motion.
Opposed? No.
No.
Okay. That's first.
Now I'll make a motion to go into executive for personnel
All right,
and adjourn when we're done.
all right. I got a second on that one?
I second it.
All right, all in favor of that?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, we are going into executive session.